We all know the tale of Little Red Riding Hood, whose grandmother, a wolf in disguise, tries to eat her up, and she's eaten with her grandmother and the cake that she was supposed to bring her grandmother. But the true story is about a little girl named Little Golden Hood, who wore a golden cloak, not a red cloak, and whose real name was actually Blanchett. She lived in a little town, and where all the people thought she and her grandmother were witches. Her grandmother was so old that no one knew her age. Her grandmother had made her this golden cloak, and it was thought to have magic. One day, her mom says to her, "Let's see if you can find your way by yourself to your grandmother's house to bring her some cake. She's sick now, so I think this cake will make her feel better." So Little Golden Hood says, "Sure, I can do that." Her mom warns, don't stop and talk to strangers. Just get straight there and come back." So off Little Golden Hood goes. To get to her grandmother's house, she must cross the woods. At the beginning of the woods, a wolf is hiding behind a tree, thinking, should he pounce on this Little Golden Hood and eat her right there? No, he thought, there are two woodcutters around the corner. They may kill me. So the friendly wolf walks up to Golden Hood and says, "Hi, how are you?" Little Golden says, "Hi, do you know me?" He says, "No, but I like to meet you." He says, "My name is Friend Wolf. What's your name?" "My name is Blanchett. They call me Little Golden Hood." So he says, "Where are you headed, Little Golden Hood?" She says, "To my grandmother's house. She's sick and I have to bring her some cake." So the friendly wolf says, "Well, I'm going that way too. I'll get there quicker because I'm faster. And you have such small legs. So what I'll do is I'll get there and I'll tell your grandmother that you're coming and she'll wait for you." So she said, "Okay, bye-bye." The friend wolf rushes off and gets to the grandmother's house in about 2 minutes. Little Golden Hood gets there in about 10 minutes. Now, during this time, the wolf goes into the house and sees that grandmother's not home. But she's left her bed unmade and her head wrap on the pillow. So he goes in and puts the head wrap on and lays in the bed and acts like the grandmother. Now Little Golden Hood knocks on the door, and the wolf, who's acting like Granny, says, "Come in." Little Golden Hood goes inside and says, "Grandma, how do you feel? Mom has sent over a nice piece of cake for you." And then she says, "Whoa, how like you are to Friend Wolf, Grandma." And the wolf replies, "That's on account of my nightcap." And Little Golden Hood says, "What hairy arms you've got, Grandma." "All the better to hug you, my child," says the wolf. Little Golden Hood says, "What a big tongue you've got, Grandma." "All the better for answering, child." "Oh, what a mouthful of great white teeth you have, Grandma." And the wolf says, "That's for crunching little children with." And the wolf opened his jaws wide to swallow Little Golden Hood. As he crunched down, he got her cloak instead of her head. She fell to the floor, and he began to scream. His mouth began to burn. The cloak was made of magic and made the wolf's mouth burn. At that very moment, Grandma walked in. "Aha! What are you doing? We caught you there, didn't we?" So the wolf began to run, and the grandmother caught him in her sack. She dragged him out to the river and threw him in, and while gasping for air, the wolf drowned. And the grandmother exclaimed, "Good riddance to bad rubbish. We'll make gloves out of your fur, and I'll give them to my granddaughter to protect her." And the grandmother took little Golden Hood back into the house and let her eat cake and hot chocolate and rest. Little Golden Hood went home and told her mom the whole story. And of course her mom was upset and scolded her time and time again until at last she forgave her. And Little Golden Hood saw never ever talk to strangers in the wood again, especially those who say they're friendly wolves.